Good day, my people. I hope you're all well. I hope you all are living a life of prosperity. I know you're not a government official or a public official in the government of South Africa that are earning crazy amounts of money. Yeah. So this is from Business Tech, né? And it's for me, né, as a taxpayer in South Africa, this is really criminal there of how my tax money and everybody's tax money are being misused. So from the government of South Africa, it's written in Business Tech, the public officials who earn up to 42,400 rands per day. So they earn more per day, né, than I earn in 2 months, 60 days. But it's public officials of the corrupt government that's earning 42,400 rands per day. And they're the chief executive officers of that inefficient state-owned enterprises, and that is what they are getting paid. From your tax money, you pay for them. Everyone's paying for them to get a salary like that. Yeah. So the CEOs, the Chief Executive Officers of South Africa's state-owned enterprises, that's the SOEs, can earn up to 15.5 million rands per year. And that equates to 42,400 rands every day. How the hell can that man earn that much? It's because they're corrupting your tax money. Nee. This was revealed through several parliamentary question and answer sessions. These salaries are paid regardless of whether their organizations are performing or turning a profit. The Democratic Alliance has raised alarm bells over this unsustainable system. The party has accused government departments of allowing a culture of unchecked executive spending, poor oversight, and a lack of public accountability to flourish. The DA's findings, based on parliamentary replies and public salary disclosures, show that more than 400 million rands is spent each year on executive salaries. This almost R500 million spans just 13 departments overseeing 117 entities, often with little to no link between performance and pay. The full cost is likely far higher. South Africa has nearly 700 state-owned enterprises, but only a small number have disclosed executive compensation figures in response to parliamentary inquiries. At the top of the list is the CEO of the Development Bank of South Africa, who earns 15.5 million rands annually, yearly, making him one of the highest paid public officials in the country. Transnet failed CEO, failed SOE, state-owned enterprise, receives 8.5 million rands a year, despite the entity of Transnet struggling with operational failures, port inefficiencies, and rolling stock backlogs. These challenges persisted even after Transnet received a massive 47 billion, with a B, billion, bailout in 2023. PRASA, the Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa, pays its CEO 7.8 million annually, despite a long history of corruption, mismanagement, failed infrastructure projects, and poor audit results. The CEO of the RAF, the Road Accident Fund, earns 7.1 million rands per annum, per year, while his organization remains technically insolvent and burdened with tens of billions of rands in unclaimed claims. Other examples include the CSIR, that's the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, which paid its CEO 6.92 million rands, including 2.3 million rands in bonuses over 2 years, even while breaching DPSA guidelines. Now let's talk about my favorite, the South African Airways. South African Airways, still heavily reliant on state support after its business rescue, compensates its CEO with 6 million rands per annum. How the hell? They're running businesses that are failing, but they are getting paid millions and billions of rands. At Air Traffic Navigation Services, the CEO earns 6.14 million, while operating under financially constrained conditions without clear justification for such pay. The Central Energy Fund pays its CEO 6.15 million rands per year, despite ongoing losses and poor performance by its subsidiaries. Rand Water, which continues to face water outages and infrastructure failures in Gauteng, pays its CEO 5.4 million rands per year. Petro SA, they're operating at a loss and they're dependent on government support, pays its CEO 5.8 million rands. Can you see where this is going? Where is your tax money going? Your tax money is not going to build schools, to build hospitals, to create jobs, to ensure that the economy is thriving. They're looting it. They're stealing it. They're putting it as ridiculous salaries and bonuses in their pocket for their inefficiency. People, if you don't see this, if you cannot see this now, you're blind, my friend. Your eyes are closed, your ears are closed. Happy days now. South Africa can be so much better now without the rule of the ANC. Because I mean, there's millions and millions and billions and just in salaries being paid for inefficient governance. When are you going to wake up? You still want to live in squalor. You still want to live with shurich down your streets, with massive potholes in the highways. Not even the rural roads, the arteries of roads. You still live with inefficient railway systems. You still live without water shortages. Although the dams are full. The dams are full of water, but the pumps can't pump the water to where it's needed. There's no pipelines left because the pipelines have been stolen and sold for scrap metal. No, man, people. This is just fucking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. To all of you out there, it's... Let me check. The 19th of June 2025. It's flipping cold here. But this is what's happening in South Africa. All that money could have been used to build schools, to build more hospitals, to upgrade the existing hospitals, and make sure that we have a rail system and a road system that will contribute to the economy of South Africa. But what do we have instead? The money stops there by the corrupt comrades. That's what's happening in South Africa. From presidential level to the MPs, members of parliaments, and then the CEOs, the chief executive officers of inefficient service delivery. Wake up, people. Peace be on you. Next, vote for the right party. Vote for anyone else. But these, I'm going to say, this black man. The problem is the black man in South Africa. Because as soon as a black man gets in power, he corrupts it and steals it. And hey, let's not even talk about crime. There. Peace out to you, my friend. Wake up. Wake up.